Let's go! Get up! 180! Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
Get up! 180! Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 55. Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Alert, flare. Alert, flare. Flare. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check 31. Check 31. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Come on. 180. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Check Mike. Check your hot read. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 7.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Lock in, lock in. Check right. Watching your 5. He's scared. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
180. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Move. Undercrunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, about 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert. Mike 5-4. Hey, orbit. Twist.
From the 27, Trubisky. That is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
I got you, son. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first down.
Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A first down carry by Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Draw play, Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bears 7, Cowboys nothing.
Mike, here we go. I got him.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18. Shift. Move.
This is Cohen on the toss. They find some open field here. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
180. Let's go. Tight right. 4 down. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 29, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go! 180! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Red, go!
On first down, Cohen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 50, check 50. Check 99, check 99. Red, go.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At their 49-yard line.
Down! 180! I got you! I got you! Shift! Hey, ball. 55. Right there. You draw Corker. Time to go, night. Alert three.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Motion. Hey, check right. Watch 55.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check the backer.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
180! All day, every day, any day.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half, as the Bears push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
QB's trash. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37. We're going to 54. Why?
To throw is Prescott. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hold the look, hold the look, hold. Mike's 50.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Showing it, showing it. Hey, ball. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Quick dance, quick dance. Come on, everybody, go to 54, go to 54, line in.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
They try again with Cohen. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready? Sponge. Lock in. Check safety.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
A
first down carry for Davis. And an alley to run. Room here to run. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Mike 55. Bandit.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, 180. Right there in the middle, 55. I don't think you got it, sir. 49, check. Alert.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Trubisky. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Check 55, Mike. Come on. Come on, D. Watch out.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 18.
Trubisky will throw. Being chased. Touchdown, Bears. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. It's caught. Cooper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott now. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
180! 54! Line 54! Alert! Alert! Check nickel!
On 1st down, it's Davis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Get ready! Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Again, it's Davis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll run with Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Keep it up, guys.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Chicago, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.